Hello everyone, this is Mr. Ege, the STEM teacher, and I'm going to explain today to you how to design auxiliary views of a particular three-dimensional solid model object that you're going to draw. You're going to create that solid model object entity, and it's a bracket, and then we're going to create auxiliary view. And I'm going to do this in Autocad, but you can also use Inventor. If you're using Inventor, which is much faster and easier for you, you don't need my instructions. These instructions are for Autocad. I also have written instructions, and this is going to be video instruction. You know enough Inventor is much user has a much friendlier this user interface, and AutoCAD has been difficult from the beginning for most users, but it is also industry standard program. It is so important to know AutoCAD because pretty much everybody I know of, I don't know, and pretty much all the government and private organizations are using AutoCAD. They use it, they're using it, they continue using it. Okay, this is one of the oldest engineering program, architectural program, or commercial program ever. So that's why I'm going to continue teaching AutoCAD all the time to the point that you don't need it anymore. So what is auxiliary view? Auxiliary view is I put the definition on the Schoology. I don't want to repeat that again. Please read that few lines of definition. And this particular design, the solid model, the bracket design, requires auxiliary view. And pretty soon you're going to find out how and why. And also probably you are curious how my screen is white as opposed to most of the time AutoCAD is dark screen. I can help you with that. What I did is I moved my cursor over top left-hand corner. There is an A symbol. A is for AutoCAD. And I simply selected options. If you want to make your screen white, you don't like dark screen, you go to options and you choose the color screen, okay? And for the color theme, okay? And if you go to colors and you choose the 2D modeling screen and you choose the color here. And when you click OK, apply close, everything will be bright and white and easy to see. So AutoCAD's dark screen is gone away. So I hope you like it better. If you don't, you can always switch back to dark screen. All right, so we're starting on the lines, but you have to decide what plane you want to be. And the plane I want to be is not the top view. The top plane is good for the plan views, but this particular view I'm going to start is the right side view, so I'm going to change my plane to the right view, to the front view. Okay, there it is. But do you see the Z? Z doesn't agree with my choice, so I'm going to change user coordinate system to make sure that Z agrees with me. So I'm going to type UCS, enter, okay? And I'm going to enter V for view. So X and Y directions are in front of me. Now, one thing you should know about AutoCAD, when you draw a line, you can always draw the line on XY plane. AutoCAD has the ability to draw the lines on XY plane, okay? So you can draw lines as long as you monitor, you control your XY plane, you can draw lines at any point, passing through any point in 3D space. But AutoCAD has only ability to draw straight lines on XY plane. So I monitor the XY plane. I made my XY plane parallel, perpendicular, okay, to the view that I have chosen, okay? I chose the front view and I adjusted my XY plane. I would just want to tell you over the years of experience, I developed this technology, this technique for myself that serves me well, and you too. So this is going to be two-dimensional drawing initially before it became a 3D drawing. So I am setting my menu, moving my cursor over. There is a picture icon of a gear here, okay? And this particular, and there is an arrow next to the workspace switching. Workspace is the name of the menu, and I click on it, and I choose drafting annotation workspace. So my screen on the top, on the ribbon, totally changed. So good news is I have the line command in my access, okay? And I wanted to start from 0, 0 point. So I am typing 0, 0 point. I want to go up only 1 inch. So I'm typing 1, enter, okay? And I'm zooming out and I'm aligning my line so that everything's perpendicular. Okay, I need, okay, I just clicked on orthographic view. It forces my line to be perfectly horizontal. And the first line I want to draw is 5 inch long. Computer keeping dimensions in blue, meaning that I can type 5, enter. Okay. Now I want to turn off the ortho so that I can choose a line at an angle of 60 degrees, and it's going to be 3 inch. How do I do that? The computer highlights my line, the length of the line. So it is supposed to be 3. So I'm typing 3 and press the tab key. Now it highlights the angle. Angle is supposed to be 60. So I'm typing 60, enter. Now I have a perfect 60-degree, 3-inch long line. Hit escape key. What I would like to do, I would like to offset this line. Okay. Actually, I would like to offset both lines. How much? 1 inch. So there is an offset command somewhere here under the manage, right over here. Click on it. Okay. It's computer, there's a command menu at the bottom. It's talking with you. You have to keep an eye. This is the difficult thing about AutoCAD. That AutoCAD is continuously communicating with you. At every this time you decide, you need to pay attention to what it says or understand what it's expecting from you. It says offset distance. Offset distance is 1 inch. So I'm typing 1, enter. Now its computer is expecting me selected line to offset. I'm clicking on the line. And now the computer is expecting me to the side of the line. Click on either above or below the line. I'm moving my cursor below the line. I'm clicking here and offset is made already. Okay? And it says now in other object offset, I'm selecting at an angle and click on the right hand side of the line and enter. I am done with what I am doing. You can, at this point, you can save your work maybe because it's useful. So you can go to click on save button and find out wherever you like to save. I usually go my personal folder in the Google Drive and save it over there. And auxiliary view. View. Okay. And save. All right. One of the things I would like to do, I want to draw a line in between two ends of the lines here. I already have on the left, so I'm on the top. You click and click. And if ortho mode is on, computer shows you when it sees the lines with the green square. And also, I'd like to use the fillet command to turn the bottom corner around, and fillet radius is going to be 1 inch, I believe. Yes. So I'm going to select the fillet command right over here. And there are multiple options. I'm going to go with the radius option and type 1, enter. Then I'm going to select the line number 1 and line number 2, enter. No, do not enter. Just line number 1, line number 2, everything is finished, finished, perfect job. I'm at the point that I'm going to extrude this. And extrusion is going to be 5 inches. Okay? All right. And I'm looking everything, is everything perfect? And click on the save. Every so often I save my work. It's very important. And I'm going to look at it from the angle also. It really helps. Okay. And sometimes I need to use orbit command. Orbit is a far better command. Okay, that's the view that I would like to get. Exit. Now I'm going to go and change my menu. I can type extrude, but I don't want to do that. I just want to go here and change the menu, just 3D modeling, 3D basics, 3D modeling, and select the extrude option. Click and select the extruded lines. Select the entire, all the lines, click, enter. Oh, computer does not know whether these lines are fully closed or not. So this is one of the important things we should be doing, okay? Before extrusion, we want to convert those ordinary lines to a closed polyline. So how do you do that? There's a command called bpoly, or boundary polyline, enter. And that's a critical command because it lets you to pick a point inside area. So it's an island detection. You just click on that, you click inside, it chooses all the lines, enter key, and now if you touch one of the lines, it is showing you all the lines are there. So this is the indication of all the lines are connected, tied together to become a closed polyline. This is the essential part of the AutoCAD extrusion. If you don't do this, AutoCAD will not extrude a solid model. Okay? So I just want you to know this part because I was almost forgetting. So now I can use extrude command. I cannot use extrude before that. So I clicked on the line, enter, and extrusion is going to be either one direction or other. So I'm going to go the other direction and type 5. Now I have the solid model in front of me. Okay? Good. Because this is the result that I wanted to go. Okay? And save, of course. What else do we need to do? There are some sharp corners that needed to be rounded, filleted. So I'm going to choose those sharp corners to make them round. Okay. What else can we do? We have to have holes, and the holes that they have should have centers, and perhaps we need to create centers of the holes first before we create a circle. So these are the things we're supposed to do. So in order to locate the first center of the hole, all right, I'm going to choose a line command first of all. Okay, so I will go with the line command. So I'm going to go back to drafting annotation. I'm going to choose a line command. I will pick a line at the bottom, here. Okay, and my first hole is going to be 1 inch along the line. So I'm typing 1, enter. Okay. And then it's supposed to be parallel. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. And 1 inch line, I'm going to go back and draw another 1 inch line. And parallel to this line. Enter. So that's going to help me to locate the center of the hole. I'm going to use the offset command and accept 1 inch offset distance. Select the first line. Before I do that, maybe I might as well use user coordinate system. User coordinate system. This is type USA. And find this corner, find this corner, find the next corner. Okay. I move the XY plane to the bottom. This is what I just did. And I use the offset command. Okay. And accept 1 inch offset. Select the line, click. Select the line, click. So intersection of these two lines indicate starting point, okay, of my first cylinder. This is the center of the cylinder, okay, that I'm going to create. So that's why I created 1 inch line here, 1 inch line here. I offset it this way. And then I created XY plane in this base surface before I offset it. And then I offset it area. Okay? Next, I will go with the cylinder command. I can type cylinder, but I want to change the menu back to 3D modeling. Okay? And under the box, you will find cylinder command. Click. First thing cylinder will ask you is the center point. So you pick the center point here. Click. Second, it's going to be asking you radius. As far as I'm concerned, it's a 1 inch diameter, so radius is supposed to be 0.5 inches. So I'm typing 0.5, enter. Now it's asking you the height. The height is 1 inch, so I'm typing 1, enter. Now we have the cylinder here. Okay, but is that it? Is that all? Do we need to do more? Actually, it really helps if we have another copy of it, because I'm going to subtract cylinder from inside the solid model at the end. There's a subtract command, this is Boolean command. So I'm going to use copy command, okay, and select the cylinder, enter, and pick any point out there. And make sure that you turn the ortho on so that everything is copied orthographically. And the copying distance will be about how much? I believe it's going to be 3 inches. Yeah, 3, enter. Okay, enter. So if you look at it from the top, that's a perfect copy. And I'm going to zoom previous, Z, enter, P, enter. Back to here. So I just simply copied this, okay? But I turned the ortho on so that the copy is perfectly orthographic or perpendicular, okay? So I'm going to use another copy command and use the copy command again. And select this first and second cylinders, enter. And I'm going to pick any point outside. Click here, move back, because ortho is on, it's perfectly perpendicular moving. And the distance is, again, 3 inches. So type 3, enter, and escape. And I want to show you the result. I mean, the result is like that. Okay? So zoom previous. Z, enter, P, enter. All right. You want to know what it looks like. I can subtract these lines. So you can there's a subtract command, okay? And when you select a large object after the subtract command, enter. small objects will be subtracted, and you're gonna see the empty spaces. Okay. I want to demonstrate this a little bit more, interestingly. So I want to change the shade mode. You don't have to do this. I'm just doing just to show you what's going on. Realistic or wireframe, maybe conceptual. Okay. Right now there are solids inside the solids. But if you use subtract command, okay, solid subtract, select the large object, enter, and select the small objects, like this, enter. Now, small objects are subtracted from the large object. Are you with me so far? Cool. We have more work to do, but I think you have pretty much. Shade mode, and go back. I'm gonna just go back to shade mode, okay, and wireframe. Why am I doing that? In the meantime, my color changed, screen color changed. The reason I'm doing that, because construction mode in solid model building, digital design, we always go back to wire mode. Okay, wire mode is about accuracy. I want to go back to the line. So I want to go back and check it out, what's going on, go to the options. I didn't like the color change, so I look at the colors and 3D background, go change the white color. Okay, so that it's brighter and better, apply and close. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have right now. So instead of separate cylinders, now we have holes, okay? But I can make this corner also round, okay? So I can use the round command. I'm gonna go and use the fillet command, okay? Fillet is very useful command, and it will directly affect the object. So I'm going to go with the fillet and make those sharp corners. I will type solid editing. There should be a fillet here, somewhere around here. Under the modify, I have the fillet command. Now, the first thing about the fillet is enter the radius, okay? And radius is going to be 1 inch. Select the 1 inch and select the corner, enter, and enter. Enter again, fillet comes back. You choose the sharp line, corner, sharp corner, enter, enter, enter again. And radius is 1 inch. Select the sharp corner. Fillet comes back. And enter. And corners on. If you want to see what it looks like, this is what we get. Z enter, P enter for previous. Save your work. Okay. All right. So now we're on the incline surface. The incline surface is the main reason why we're using auxiliary view. Whenever there is, please remember this one, this is very important, it's right in the stone. Whenever there is an inclined surface at an angle other than 90 degrees, orthographic views comes short of describing the difference, depicting the 3D solid object. For the reason being, orthographic views only give you 90-degree angled surfaces. Any surface other than 90 degree will be distorted. This is called angular distortion. Because it is distorted, it cannot be measured on orthographic view drawing, direct angle. So manufacturers they need to have a clear view, undistorted view of the inclined surface. And you owe the manufacturer this advantage, okay? So that's why we have to create orthographic views, okay, to give the manufacturer actual dimensions. However, before we do that, we need to create there are 3 holes here, okay? How do I create those 3 holes? All right. That's a very good question, because we need to change user coordinate system to be parallel on the surface, okay? So I'm going to type UCS, enter. I'm going to move my cursor over here at the corner, far end corner. My computer is asking me x-axis. I will demonstrate the x-axis by selecting any point on this line. Computer is asking me y point. I select any point on the opposite line. Now the xy plane is perpendicular, xy plane parallel on the back surface of the inclined surface. Now we're talking business, because I can draw lines and I can create holes, okay, based on those reference lines. All right, so I'm going to go line command. How do I do that? I'm in the 3D menu. Is it good? Yeah, there is a line command here. I find it. So I'm going to move my cursor. Okay. And generate first 1-inch line. Enter. And then I will go to same corner, generate another 1-inch line. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can use an offset command. And offset is 1 inch. Select this line. Okay, I can't. Apparently, the line I created did not work. I'm going to use the UCS one more time. Select this corner. Select the X plane. Select the Y plane. Okay, this time I'm selecting top left corner, outside surface. And I'm going to generate a line from this corner on 1 inch. Enter. And line command again. I'm going to select the corner and 1 inch. Okay. Now I'm going to use offset. 1 inch offset from the previous line to the right, from the top line down. Intersection of these 2 lines, as you can see, and I'm going to escape. Intersection of this is the center of the hole, first hole. Okay? So this doesn't look like perfectly 1 inch line. So I am suspicious. I am skeptical. So I'm typing DIST for distance. I'm asking the computer how far it is from here to here. Oh, it is 1 inch. How far it is from here to here? Again. And it is perfectly 1 inch by 1 inch. So you see the distortion? It's so everything is perfect. All right. I need cylinder. Let's go to cylinder command. Select the cylinder. Select the intersection of these 2 lines. Now computer is asking me the radius of the cylinder. Radius of cylinder is 0.5 inches. We did this before. Enter. Now it's asking me the depth of cylinder. That's 1 inch. Enter. Okay. So my first cylinder is created. Next, and this will be a hole. And I'm going to offset the second one. How far is it going to be? 3 inches. So maybe I should use copy command. So I move my cursor over the copy command on the ribbon and select the item, enter, move my cursor with the ortho on, move my cursor, pick any point on the top, move my cursor to the right, and type 3. I'm typing 3, enter, and escape. So next line is also created. Next point is also created. Good, 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 good. However, now it's kind of sticky situation because the third hole supposed to be perfectly in the middle and only 1 inch below the first one. So distance between two holes are 3 inches. That means this next hole is going to be 1 inch below this line, the first hole, and 1.5 inch to the right. And how do I do that? That's a very good question. This part of the lesson is mentioned to you, or will be mentioned to you in a pre-calculus or calculus class. There is something called polar coordinates. We're going to use polar coordinates, okay? Or we can use relative coordinates, which is much easier. And let's see if we can do this. Copy command, click, and select the item, enter. Select the center point, enter. Now, how do you say 1 inch down, right? 1 inch down, 1.5 inch to the right. 1 inch down, 1.5 inch to the right. So I'm looking at the coordinates. X coordinate is on to the right. So I need to enter 1.5, so 1.5. First I need to enter this is shift 2. I'm typing 1.5, comma, 1, because 1 inch down, right? Enter. Perfect. Escape. So I think we have pretty much everything except subtract command. We need to subtract this. So let's use the subtract command and go to the subtract command is under union command. So select the subtract, select the object, enter, and select each one of the cylinders, subtract, and enter. Now those holes are created. What else do I need? Fillet command. I'm going to go to fillet and click on the fillet command. It's under the modify. And fillet is right under the trim command. Click. Okay. I'm choosing the corner and I'm entering the radius. All right, escape first. Subtract. Fillet command. R enter. And radius is 1 inch. No. What's the radius? Yeah, 1 inch. Enter. And select the line. Click here. And select this line. Click here. Enter. 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 First radius is done. Enter again. Radius comes. And click here. Enter. Enter. Okay. Let's take a look at it, what it looks like. Control Z. I want to use the orbit command. It's much friendlier version of this. Okay. And exit. Now I'm going to type shade mode just to see what it looks like, what we did. Enter. And we're going to select conceptual. Okay. I think everything is perfect, near perfect. Okay. Those holes did not come out true. I'm going to have to do this one more time. These holes are disappointed me. These back holes, 3 holes are perfect, and the other holes are imperfect. So I'm going to do this part one more time. because it has to be through hole, and I'm looking here, they are not. Okay. This is the thing in AutoCAD. When you make a mistake, whenever you find out you have to redo, you realize that you need to redo it. In the Inventor, you could go back to where the mistake is made and directly have copy and change and modify. All the values can be redone. Okay, so this is a perfect example of the difference between AutoCAD and Inventor. All right. So the next video is going to explain to you, I'm going to go back and correct this, but next video is going to explain to you how to create auxiliary views. Thank you very much.